Hello. Okay, I think I've procrastinated enough tonight. I've walked up and down not wanting to make this video, but I have been called to make this video. On two occasions today, I was told that I need to now share my truth. So I hope that my story can in some way be an inspiration to you, or in some way make you a better person, or in some way start a beautiful journey within. But I want to share exactly what is going to come through. I'm allowing myself to just naturally speak, but I have to do this tonight. And the reason why I have to do this tonight is because it is a new moon. We are approaching all the planets have aligned, and there's just been so much energy. And if you have been following my story, then you all understand what is unfolding and what has unfolded so far in my life. But if you are not following my story, here is going to be just a little bit of a shortened version, as much as I possibly can share the details that I would like to share with you. But I hope that you enjoy. Okay, so I made a couple of notes because I needed to just have some points so that I can remember what I wanted to say. So basically, I want to ask you a question, and I want you to answer it honestly. Are you suffering alone? And I do believe that every single one of us human beings here on earth are suffering alone. There are things that are happening in our lives that we are not able to share with people because we can't feel comfortable enough to be ourselves, to share what's actually going on in life. Most of the time it's this pretend world that you want people to believe. So if you are suffering alone, my question to you, or actually no, it's not even a question. I'm going to say something to you, and I'm going to tell you that I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you have been suffering alone. I am so sorry that you haven't felt comfortable to be yourself around people. And I'm so sorry that everything that has happened in your life has happened to you. I am so sorry that you have gone through all the hurt and all the pain and all the suffering that you have endured. And I want you to know that I see you and that you are loved. And here we go. So basically, I've been going on and on and on about how your story matters. Every single one of us has our own story. You watch these documentaries where it is so inspiring to see how these people went from where their lives were and where they have come to right now. And then you've got these documentaries about the pain that people are going through all around the world. And every single one of us has our own unique story. And when we can share our story, which is where most of those people have shared their story, my goodness, there are so many people that are such an inspiration. But basically, I want you to feel that you matter, and I want you to understand that everything that you've been through and everything that has made you and shaped you into who you are today, is exactly what it was meant to be for you, because your story is going to be shared amongst whoever you're comfortable sharing it with. It could be friends, it could be family, it could be a bigger audience, but your story matters, and your story will help someone else. So that's what I'm hoping that my story is going to do. Basically, I'm going to start from where it all began. So I've shared some of my story already, okay? And I don't know how many there are, but it is on YouTube. If you want to go watch that, please, feel free to go see what happened before this. But I want to start from where we are right now, so that you can feel strength, and you can feel endurance, and you can feel just that life matters, and you can feel love. Okay, so it's a vulnerable place to be able to share yourself fully, but oh man, it's coming. But these are just the things that I need to share with you before I tell you my story. If you can start being your authentic self, if you can start stepping into who you are truly, that is where you will be set free. If you look at history, there are people that have played a role and have been able to be their authentic selves, and they have been able to step into a different dimension. They have been able to help other people. Then you have others that have been able to be their authentic selves and be set free when they are on their deathbeds. So basically, if this resonates with you, just where I'm going with it, but authenticity is the highest frequency that one can attain. And when we can attain our authentic selves and live in a world where we are all authentically ourselves, and where we all are loved for being our authentic selves, that is where what has happened, or what some pioneers have tried to do, is to bring humanity together. And it has been to bring love and peace and union. And I think that we are all trying to do that. And I salute you. Because it's incredible to be able to live from that space. So if you're not living from that space, then I hope that this can be just a light for you to see that you can be your authentic self. Okay, so all right. So I'm so tired. I'm so tired of pretending. I am so tired of telling a story to people that's not true. And I'm so tired of being somebody that someone else thinks that I am. So basically, this was triggered by a message from an old student who said to me, it's so good to see that you are thriving and that you are on this incredible positive journey. Now, let me tell you that yes, I am on a positive journey, but if you look at the bigger grand picture of my life currently, some would say I'm thriving, but others would believe I'm not. And to paint the picture for you, I don't know if I should start backwards or just start from where it all began. Okay, here's my truth. Open cards on the table for you to take in, and if you are in a similar situation, I hope that it helps you. And if you are in any other kind of situation, I hope that this also helps you. Okay, enough procrastination. Here we go. Okay, so I was married to my ex-husband, and in our relationship, it just turned out that I was married to somebody who was a little bit more on the aggressive side. And again, this is my truth, so I'm not going to mention names. I'm not going to do anything, but I just want people to understand what I've lived and how I've come out of it and how I'm still coming out of it. So I was married to someone who was more on the aggressive spectrum, and we were in love. We had a great relationship, and things in the relationship, obviously I was a lot younger at the time, but essentially I was afraid. I was scared because I am a very sensitive soul, and my entire life I have undergone these hurdles that have always tried to crush me. So essentially it was quite difficult for me to be in an environment like that. And basically we got a divorce. So after being together for 10 years, and we had a son who was 6 months old, and we decided to get a divorce. Now, they say that a spiritual awakening happens after a life-changing event, a near-death experience, something massive that happens in your life. So basically, I went through this divorce, and they say that it is like loss. You are losing somebody. So essentially you go through the 7 steps of grief, and you feel all these emotions. But essentially where I'm going with my truth is to say that for the period of 2.5 years, I tried to get divorced from somebody who I believed, in my eyes, was truly hurting me continuously. And it was probably the most earth-shattering time in my life, because I have just lost somebody who I loved, right? And while I've lost somebody that I've loved, I am running my own business. Now, I have been told, if you go back in my story, I've been told that I will not be a good teacher at all. I have been laughed at while dancing a specific style that was not in my field of expertise. So I am running a dance studio, so my confidence levels